Hello. So on Monday was my registration date to register for my classes. So this was this past Monday at 7 a.m. So I got all my classes ready in the cart and this is like the last time I was in university was probably like over 20 years ago. So I don't remember like what the process is like for um registering for classes online. And actually now that I think about it, I don't know whether like over 20 years ago they even had it online or if you had to do it in person. I'm not even sure. So I don't remember what the process was like. So I got all my courses ready. And at 7 a.m., I went in to just press enroll for my fall classes and then for my winter classes, because once again, I didn't realize you had to do fall and winter at the same time. So I figured that out at one of the open houses recently. So I go in to do my fall classes and I enroll. Good, awesome. Then I go in to do my winter classes and I try to enroll in all three of them. And this is like 7:08 now, right? Like 8 minutes after the time opens. And one of my physics classes, like the physics class that I picked with the lab that I wanted, is full. And I'm like, oh my gosh, after 8 minutes. So then I had to go into the physics courses. Oh, my shirt is backwards. I was like, why does this look so weird? I went to the gym today and I must have put my sweater on backwards. I was in a rush to get to an appointment. Side note, I was in the sauna. I went for just like a really short gym session and then I had to go do a painting quote. And so I was in the sauna, just like enjoying my time in the sauna. This is awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I was like, oh my gosh, look what time it is. I have to go. So I quickly go out to get dressed and ready and then go over to my appointment. And I guess in the process, I must have put on my sweater backwards. Anyways, so back to the story. Okay, so my physics class is full. Not the class itself, but the class with the lab portion, which I wanted the lab Monday afternoon at like 2 p.m. Because that was like a good lab time. So then I was like, oh no, this one's full. So I go to check the other, see, now that I know about the tag, it feels uncomfortable. So I go to check the other lab times. There's only like labs at 8 a.m. or labs at 11 a.m. And 11 a.m. won't work because I have math at that time. So I'm like, looks like I'm gonna have to do an 8 a.m. lab. And I already in the winter had an 8 a.m. lab for biology and I didn't want another. I only wanted one early morning. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to have two. So I had to switch my physics lab from Monday afternoon to Tuesday mornings at 8 a.m. And I also have a biology lab on Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. So my schedule's done, everything's enrolled. I'm so excited. So I just wanted to talk about what classes I'm picking. Okay, so for fall, I picked Biology 107. That one has a lab. I chose Chemistry 101. That one has a lab. And I picked Physics 104. Everybody I talk to, and when I tell them this, they're like, I love physics. I mean, no, psychology. Sorry, psychology. They're like, I love psychology, like Psychology 104 specifically. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be awesome. So once again, fall, I have Biology 107, Chemistry 101, and Psychology 104. So I'm just doing three. Two of them have labs, so that will add some robustness to my schedule, but the schedule that I created is lovely. I'm really happy with it. Maybe I'll show my schedule in the next video. But then in winter term, I have Biology 108, Physics 124, which I'm so excited about. I can't wait. And then Math 134, which is calculus. I'm looking forward to that too. I'm actually looking forward to all of it. You know, the thing is that I'm so excited about going back to school, and not just school, but like every single class. Like I'm excited about biology, about chemistry, about physics, about math, psychology. And then I'm planning on taking statistics in the spring. So just statistics. I also want to do English, but I think English is probably better to do first term in year 2. Like, so it's better to do during the regular school year. I'm excited. Okay, and then I also want to share this other little thing. So yesterday I was working. My daughter and I got part-time jobs at the Jubilee, which is awesome because it's like it is right on the U of A campus, and that's exactly what I was looking for. She's never had a job, so this is her first job, and then here I am working at the Jubilee because I can work evenings and weekends, which is perfect for going to school. Yeah, it's perfect. So anyway, so we just recently got part-time jobs at the Jubilee. So I was working last night for the Broadway show Mamma Mia. There is, in our orientation, there were 12 new people that they were hiring, and they all seemed like students. Like they all seemed like they were either just recently graduating or they're currently in university, or, you know, a few of them had other jobs. Like one girl worked at Rexall during the day, and then she works at the Jubilee in the evening. But there's this one guy, whatever. And so he's in first year science at the U of A. He looks young. He looks like he just got out of high school. And so he's in something like molecular biology or something like that. I think that's what he said, molecular biology, which is in biological sciences, which is what I want to switch into. So anyways, we were talking about, like, at the end of our shift yesterday was Mamma Mia playing. So yeah, it was awesome. But at the end of our shift, we were walking out together, and I asked him, "Oh, can you take a picture of my daughter and I?" Because Mia and I, we were working at the same shift. So he's like, "Sure." So we take a picture, and he's like, "So are you? Did I hear that you're going to science in September?" I was like, "Yeah." And so I was telling him about my courses, and he's taken all those courses. Like he just is wrapping up his first year. Well, she just finished his first year right now. So he was saying to me, because I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I'm feeling like, I think the nervousness I'm feeling is that I'm wondering, am I as smart as I think that I am? You know what I mean? Like, I remember being smart, and I was smart in high school. I got very good grades in all the 30 level sciences and all the sciences, math, everything. But how does that translate to university? Because any sort of research I've done, they're like, university is a whole other ballgame. So if you got like 90s in 90s in high school, expect to get like 80s in university. And so my final marks for all the 30 level sciences were like I'd say low to mid 80s for my 30s. So that makes me worry. Does that mean that now with university sciences, it's going to be in the 70s, which I don't want, because my goal is to have a 3.8 GPA, which I think is just like all A's pretty much. And because I want to transfer into a more rigorous program. So, oh my gosh. So I'm thinking to myself, am I as smart as I think I am? I'm older now, which means I have some life wisdom, but is my brain operating at peak performance the way it most likely was when I was in high school? Or maybe my brain is operating even better now. I don't know. So I think my only worry, like my only fear, is that I'm going in feeling super confident and super on top of things. I guess the word would be confident. Yeah, like maybe am I overconfident? Am I going to be okay in university science? I think I will be. I think that also the fact that I'm interested in everything that I'm studying, and I'm excited about it, and I have enthusiasm, and I have purpose, and I have drive, and I have like a vision of where I want to take this and what I want to do with that, I think that is a huge asset. But can this brain, it's like when they say, can this old dog learn new tricks? And I'm not saying I'm elderly. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm 40, I'll be 43 when I'm starting. What is my 43-year-old brain like, right? And how do I optimize it? Like, I have 4 months before going back to school. So what I've been doing. Okay, listen to this. I created these little sheets, these little study guides for each of the classes. So for example, I am re-teaching myself chemistry, biology, physics, math, statistics, psychology now. So just like little tidbits. Like for example, I'll just show you. Right now on the wall over here, I have, I'll just do a little walking tour. I have the periodic table of elements, right? So I can be sitting in the living room, just do my thing, do my living room thing. And then I'm like, look at that. Boron is element 5, just my everyday life, right? Then if you come over here, I have just right down here, actually should be on I have the brain. So then with this brain, I can be doing like studying and stuff. And then actually, you know what? I'll show you my hallway later. I'm not going to show that right now, but so I have this brain and then I can take it apart and look at all the different parts. And it comes with like a little piece of paper that shows what all these little parts and all these little sections are, right? So this is how I am preparing myself to go back to school. So, and then with my little study guides, so I just have like these little study guides. So for example, okay, I'm just gonna give, I know this video is getting a little bit long, but I'm excited. Okay, so for example, I was working Mamma Mia the other night, right? And I decided while I'm working, because I was ticket taking. So when you're ticket taking, one person is inside watching part of the show and also keeping an eye on the crowd. The other person is outside the doors in case people come to, do tickets or whatever, right? So I was outside, and during my outside shift, I like to pace like back and forth. I like to get my steps in, right? Like I don't like to be like a stationary girly. I like to be like, walk here, walk there, do a little squat, do some calf raises, like suck in the belly, do like a little vacuum, right? Like do like maybe some lunges, right? Like I haven't been brave enough to do like full lunges, but I do kind of like these little like walking half lunges. That's not the point. The point is that I'm thinking to myself, I should do some brain work, right? Like just do some studying. So I carry this little notebook with me, like in my back pocket where I keep, like where I write down notes for my new job, right? Like, cause for me, if I don't write things down, often I don't remember things like my, like my staff ID and little notes about what I need to do here and there, right? So I carry this little notebook. Anyways, I'll actually probably do another video just about the notebook because it's amazing. But let me just tell you what I did yesterday. No, not yesterday, the day before for my shift. I was learning about the protein pathways the other day, okay? So I came up with a mnemonic for the protein pathways. Never write, and I'm trying to remember this on my shift, like while I'm walking, pacing back and forth, doing my ticket taking. Never ride rough giants very mad. And I didn't have it written down in my notebook. I'm just trying to remember this because a few weeks ago I was trying to memorize the protein pathways. And I don't even fully really understand what this means. It's just something I learned that I'm trying to like memorize. So never, nucleus, ride, ribosomes, rough endoplasmic reticulum, giants, Golgi apparatus, Golgi apparatus, very, and I thought very was vacuole. It's actually vesicle. So when I came home, as soon as John picked me up from work, as soon as I got into the vehicle, I quickly Googled the protein pathways because I was like, I don't want to memorize something that's wrong. It's actually vesicle, but I thought it was vacuole. So I was remembering vacuole as I was in there, but now I know it's vesicle. And then M is membrane. So let me tell you how much of a thrill I got. I know it sounds crazy, but the thrill that I got pacing back and forth and reciting the protein pathway was so exhilarating for me, so exciting for me. It's like this mental brain stimulation that I absolutely love. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this just goes to show that if I love it, it stands to reason that I might actually do well, right? Because I'm actually interested. Oh, going back to this boy who is in first year science, he was saying that he's taken all the classes I'm saying. He's like, oh yeah, I took that. And he said, when I said psychology 104, he's like, oh my gosh, I love psychology. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah, like that's awesome. Excellent. But the one thing he said is that he took physics 124 and he said that he dropped out within like the dropout period because he says it was way too hard. And I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, firstly, my first thought was, really? How hard really can it be? Seriously? And then my second thought was, okay, well, I mean, he says the other ones were fairly easy. Like he says like basic, like foundational science first year is not that bad. He says it's not as bad as you think it's going to be. But he says physics was really hard. So I guess honestly, I'm going to find out, right? Like I said, my fear is that I'm just blown away by how hard everything is. And I'm struggling and I'm, failing classes or not getting the marks that I want. But I mean, obviously best case scenario is that I just do really well. And I feel like I can, because I feel like it's just a matter of applying yourself and just developing good study habits and doing the right things at the right time. Like, to me, it's like, how hard really can it be if you're putting in the work, which I'm willing to do. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, so there we go. So as a wrap up, I just want to say what my classes are again. Fall term will be Biology 107, Chemistry 101, and Psychology 104. Then in winter term will be Biology 108. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about biology. Like so excited, especially 108 seems really, really interesting. Anyways, they both do. Biology 108, Physics 124. Sorry, I just had a bit of a brain blip there. Physics 124 and Math 134. And then in the spring, I would like to take Statistics 151. So I'm going to make another video about my schedule specifically because I'm very excited about it. I also am going to make another video about all the little study materials that I have in my house, as well as like my little study book that I've been working on. I'll just give you a little bit of a teaser. So yesterday I wrote down the top 20 elements, like, from the table, like 1 to 20. And then I wrote down the name and the elemental symbol so I can start memorizing these things. Because do I remember it from chemistry high school? Absolutely not. So I can't just go into university in September not remembering anything. Like, yes, I applied and yes, I got in, but I need to have some sort of, I need to be proactive in my summer. I need to come in with something. I mean, I don't doubt my ability to learn what I need to learn when I need to learn it, but let's just come in with a little something. You know what I mean? Like, let's not come in empty-handed. Let's come in like with a little something, like a little, right? Like a little, right? Like just like a little something. Yeah. Anyways, I have to go take a power nap, and then I have to go pick up my youngest from school. He hurt himself with doing ninja, and he has like a flap of skin on there, and he was too nervous to pull it off, so we just put a band-aid over it. So he asked if I could take him to the Medi Center so they could do that. I really don't want to. I just want a nap. I'm going, actually tonight, I'm going to the Citadel to see Cyrano de Bergerac with my friend. I'm really looking forward to it. That's why I wanted to take a nap, because last night I worked Mamma Mia late. Tonight the Citadel show is going to be late, and tomorrow I'm working Mamma Mia again, and it's going to be late. Saturday I'm going to A Tallest World of Science, one of those dome shows with John, and that will be late. And then Sunday I'm working a double shift for Mamma Mia. So that's why I was really hoping I could take a nap, but I decided to make a video instead. And now I want to take a nap, but it's going to be really short because I actually have to leave fairly soon to go pick up my son. Okay, I have to go. Okay, bye.